My name's Ryan. I'm going to show you how I created a shortcut that tells me what colour bins are out for this week. First things first, I went to check to see if there was a API available so that I could use to figure out what day my bin was. All they had was this PDF. So as you can see, the garbage red bins are every week. I just need to find out what it is on the alternate weeks, so whether it's the green and the blue bins or the yellow bins. So what I did was, to make this simple, I did think about extracting the data from here, and I just thought that was overkill. So what I did was just use this January the 4th as the start of the alternating weeks. So on the 4th it'd be the green and the blue bins. 2 weeks later, green and blue. 2 weeks later, green and blue. And then in between that, we've got the yellow recycling bins. So I decided to create a little tiny API, almost like my own little Lambda, using N8N, nodemation. So what I've got here is a webhook. Webhook is, it basically makes a public URL that I can call and get data back from my nodemation instance. So all it does in here is give me the URL that I can use. Now that's no good on its own, but what I can do is, after I've hit that webhook, I run some JavaScript. Now I just quickly grab something off the web for this, and what it does, it figures out what date next Tuesday is. So I'll call that here because Tuesday is my bin day. And then it figures out whether it falls on the recycling week or the green and the blue week. I'll put all of this code on the website anyway, so you can take a look and implement it yourself if you want. So, and then what we have to do in N8N is respond to webhook, and basically I just output the data from this function, and that tells me what bins I need to put out for that week. So that's all good, but I need something to call this from. So what I do is I create a shortcut. I'll show you it here. So all this does is bin day. It hits that URL from the webhook in N8N, gets the data. Announce was where I put the string for what bins were being used. So if we look back here, we can look in the code here, and we see here we've got an object with announce as the property name. So we go back to our shortcuts, and you can see the value for announce in this text. So we get the data back from the webhook URL, and we just show it. So let me click this and show you it in action. Put out the yellow bins. Great. Now I've got to go do the bins. Cheers.